Through a bitterly cold Seoul winter day, the crowd swelled in front of South Korea's National Assembly. An estimated 200,000 people, warmed by multiple layers and favourite K-pop anthems, hoping their sheer weight of numbers would push their parliamentarians to act and impeach President Yoon Suk Yeol. Further north, in Seoul's historic main square, a mirror image, if much smaller protest in support of President Yoon. Passions at high volume here too, the soundtrack though stemming from South Korea's earlier decades.
저는 북한 공산 세력의 위협으로부터
It was fears of a retreat to those times that President Yoon set off 11 days ago with his short-lived declaration of martial law. He'd blamed an obstructive parliament, an opposition infiltrated by North Korean influence, claiming he was defending liberal democracy. National Assembly members left defending the chamber from special forces long enough to vote down the order. Today, the Assembly a place of sober political ritual. After a first attempt aborted last week when the president's ruling party boycotted the vote, today ballots were cast. The minimum required for impeachment, 200, or 2/3 of the Assembly's members.
In favour, 204 votes. Against, 85 votes. 3 abstentions.
It meant at least 12 of the president's party had voted for impeachment. Under its terms, Yoon's presidential powers are now suspended, but he's insisting he'll fight on, that his was an act of governance, not insurrection.
I may pause for a moment now, but the journey towards the future, which I have walked with the people over the past 2.5 years, must never come to a halt. I will never give up.
While he waits for a final verdict within 6 months from the Constitutional Court, the Prime Minister assumes interim presidential powers. This was the moment the crowds outside heard the result live. Joy, relief, and in the background what's become the protesters' unofficial K-pop anthem, Girls' Generation's Into the New World.
We needed 200 votes, and I was astonished when the motion passed by only 4. I felt South Korea's democracy was still alive. Lawmakers should never ignore our voices in the future. It was an honour to be here with all these people.
I expected this result today, but now that it's happening, I feel so happy and moved that I burst into tears. Our people are great and we did it. We will keep on this in the future as well.
But how new is this world? The opposition leader Lee Jae-myung, a potential next president, was himself convicted of breaking election law last month and has 3 other trials outstanding. It may be enough for the crowds here that they prevented a journey back to an old world of military dictatorships past.